What are you hoping to see tomorrow from the guys on offense?
We do have so many young guys, so many inexperienced guys. Some of them, or a lot of them, will be their first time in front of a crowd to see how they react and see how they respond. And, a lot of them, they either do one or two things. Either they step up and rise to the occasion, or you can see them nervous. So we'll find out a lot as coaches to see where we're at and see if they're ready.
Is that particularly important for quarterbacks too?
Yeah, probably more important for the quarterbacks than the rest of them because they're dealing with a lot of the communication. They're dealing with the ball every snap, and so yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Do you think are you going to go into August? Do you think still with the quarterback race?
We're not for sure right now. We'll probably after tomorrow we'll meet. Me and Coach Chiswick we'll see where we're at, and we'll usually you try to compile all the information. Each practice you gather stuff at the very end. But we're still in the mode right now, giving them equal chances, just like we were last year at this time. So we'll talk after the scrimmage and see where we're at.
Going into tomorrow, does either one have even a slight edge?
There's been days that one of them plays better than the other, and vice versa. And just to be completely honest, it's been fairly close. In my mind, there's not a whole lot of separation, but at the end of it, we'll look at every practice, we'll look at every snap, and we've been charting completions, touchdowns, interceptions, fumbles, everything, and we'll take all that into account.
Will Kyle get his shot when he gets here?
Yeah, I think all freshmen, will get their shot early in fall camp. The thing about it, all the freshmen will have to impress us early. It'll probably be a 9-10 practice deal that they'll have to come on.
Philip, I'm going to tell you what. Today's practice, there was some good, some bad.
I knew you were going to say that.
Just kind of talk about. You're here the day before spring game. What do you feel like you guys are heading into really that?
I think we've made a lot of strides. Not satisfied with where we are, and we're certainly not where we need to be. But I think what we've done is we've got a good indication of where we are, so we know how to proceed with a plan for the summer and what our guys can handle, what we're good at, what we need to improve on. Those types of things. So I think it's given us an accurate picture of where we are because the tape doesn't lie.
How much can you evaluate really on an A-Day? Is it just like another scrimmage to you?
Yeah, you evaluate base fundamentals and you evaluate effort. You evaluate tracking angles, you evaluate all those types of things. But, the offense isn't going to do everything they're going to do, and we're not going to do everything that we're going to do next season. So, but it's certainly an important day because you got an opportunity to get better, and you only have so many opportunities. So, as a football player, as a coach, as a unit, we can't waste an opportunity because wasted opportunities come back and bite you.
Is it a good thing for some of these young guys to actually get to play in front of a crowd?
Yeah, it's a real good thing, just because that's what they're going to have to do next year. I think that we're going to have good crowds here next year, and there'll be some good crowds on the road. So they got to get used to it and understand that a good lesson is to be able to block all that out because those people aren't making any catches, they're not tackling anybody, they're not sacking anybody. To be able to block that out and be able to focus and concentrate on the job at hand so that you can do your job in order that we can be efficient.